Hello and welcome to Willen Road. I am your commentator this evening, Ryan Madden, and I am here to cover Biggleswade's next United Counties League match, and that is against Newport Pagnell Town. We've travelled away to Newport Pagnell this evening, a Newport Pagnell side who seem to be very strong. They have won all 4 of their starting matches, and of course Biggleswade, they haven't started too great with, of course, the rebuilding of their team and a lot of youngsters. And there's a lot of debutants in the team today. I will name the starting 11 that Biggleswade do have out tonight. In goal is young Aaron Khan, of course, 16 years of age, was playing in the under-16 level last season and is now starting in goal. He's conceded a lot of goals for Biggleswade, however he's made a lot of top saves, so for his age he's doing a very good job there. A new name on the list here, we've got right back Axel Ampadu. 2 centre halves today are Stefan Bailey and Aaron Addy. Left back we have Derek Maruma, who did start the last couple of games. The midfield 3 of Hayden Dunn, defensive midfield. 2 midfielders of Ariola Abbey and Duke Narty. And it's a front 2 of and third midfielder, of course, captain Cameron Omar. And 2 up this evening are Lawrence Ajong and Dilaro Badmosi. Apologies if I butchered any names there. On the bench we have Franz Ellis Manbaliola, Joel Jeff, Lewis Croucher, Callum Elliott, of course, who became a history maker a couple of weeks ago, despite being a 9-2 defeat, did become the youngest ever player to score for the senior side for Biggleswade United. And of course we've got George Harlow as well on the bench, who we do know from last season. Interesting team news for Newport Pagnell. A couple of familiar faces you might remember from last season. In goal we've got Tom Wyant. Number 2 we've got Nathan Smith. Number 3 Ben Ford. Number 4 Christian Snail. Number 5 Jordan Wright. This is the former Biggleswade United captain Jordan Wright. Number 6 Adam Hulks. Number 7 Kieran Barnes. Number 8 Gareth Hunt, another player who used to play for Biggleswade last season, and a player that we really need to look out for today and try and make sure to keep him as quiet as possible is number 9 Jim Burnside. He scored twice in Newport's last match. A 4-1 win against Histon FC, which was quite the cup upset for Newport Pagnell Town. Number 10 have also got Darryl Smith and number 11 Jake Sponge. So that's both teams official as we're about to get underway in the next couple of minutes. Good weather for football this. Of course we've got Banat there. He does have his own physio clinic at Biggleswade. Make sure you do check that out on the club website. But as I mentioned, Newport Pagnell, they have a fantastic start to the season, having won their last. They've got through 2 qualifying rounds of the FA Cup, including a massive 4-1 win on Saturday against Histon FC. This is Biggleswade's first match in 10 days. Their last match, they lost 8-0 to GNG Oadby away from home. So it's been a good rest for Biggleswade. They have had a couple training matches over the weekend as well. I'm hearing this is how we have got quite a few debutants. I think we had a few trials, didn't we, Nick?
Yeah, we did. There's a training match at the weekend, so there's certainly a lot of new players tonight, so it'll be interesting to see how they get on.
Yeah, definitely. So we're just players now coming out for the game. Biggleswade in their red and blue brand new Biggleswade home shirts, and in the greens we have Newport Pagnell Town. As you can see there, Jordan Wright and Gareth Hunt will be playing for Newport Pagnell Town today. And there is the team confirmed there for you on the screen.
Number 7, Ayula Abe. Number 8, Duke Narty. Number 9, Lawrence John. Number 10, Cameron Omar. Number 11, Donato Kubademosi. Substitutes this evening: Freitas Miambolo, 14, Joel Jeff, 15, Lewis Croucher, 16, Callum Elliott, and 17, George Harlow. Your team for Newport Pagnell this evening, number 1, Tom Ryan, number 2, Nathan Smith.
Captain this evening for Biggleswade is Cameron Omar, the number 10, as they get into their huddle there. Biggleswade still looking for their first points of the season, and it's going to be a very tough test tonight against a very, very good Newport Pagnell side. Only conceded 1 in their first 2 home matches and scored 8 as well. So it's going to be a tough test for this young Biggleswade side.
Brian, you mentioned about Newport Pagnell in the first qualifying round of the FA Cup. They beat Histon 4-1 at the weekend.
Or was it the first qualifying round?
They're now in the first qualifying round of the FA Cup, so it's certainly a certain form.
Yeah, very much so. So we have captain of Newport Pagnell, Ben Ford, with Cameron Omar as the teams do the traditional coin toss. As they do the switch sides, which a little couple minutes delay of kick-off as we end up switching ends here in Newport Pagnell. It's a big opportunity for a lot of players out there to really make a name for themselves out there today. A lot of debutants, this team is almost, it can change by week to week. And there's opportunity for players to actually cement themselves in a starting place as Newport Pagnell will look to start us off with Jim Burnside. The referee looks at his whistle. And we are underway here at the Williams Road ground. It's a good interception there right off the bat here for Biggleswade, but they've lost it very quickly here. It's Jim Burnside. Touch for the early shot. Wide of the post, that would have been 12 seconds in, but straight away there, Newport Pagnell showing their confidence. And they're really pressing Biggleswade high here. So you just want to try and keep the ball now. They look for a counter-attack. Jake Sponge there was good pressing. Gone back to the goalkeeper. Couldn't quite get his head onto it. It's a defensive line that we saw a couple of weeks ago at Peterborough Northern Star that was really worrying United. This is a much changed side since then. You see how these debutants do fare in this game.
I just had to tell one of our coaches we watched the game. So just vlogging.
It's not the best view as I would have liked, but it's an early foul there against Biggleswade. I think that was Axel Ampadu. Sorry, that was the other side, wasn't it? Derek Maroon there giving away the foul. Again, plenty of changes, new players coming in. The will be a continued one for remains. A talented Brian is still our commentator. That means a hell of a lot coming from you, Gilliam. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Hope you enjoy the game and the coverage. They try and get this away here, Biggleswade. It's Jordan right there pressing on to deny the keeper from really getting it out. Ball's crossed in. Gets the head on. It's well caught there by Aaron Khan. That will give the young goalkeeper a lot of confidence in the early stages. Looking for that ball over the top, and it could very much be on here for Lawrence. Ajong just couldn't quite get his feet together. He looked for the offside ball. There is the offside call that's not come by the referee on the side. It's Jim Burnside to Daryl Smith, but it's well intercepted there by Axel Ampadu, another debutant here for Biggleswade. Well, we know Christian was probably thinking of switching it up a little bit with the results recently, and we seem to find some good few decent players here today.
Yeah, very promising. Very promising.
Very promising in the very early stages. Aaron there commanding well, he just couldn't quite. And that's Jake Sponge there, and I think that's an early sign of maybe Newport Pagnell.
I think it was lucky they won a foul there himself.
Yeah, I was very lucky not to get a foul here. Obviously, it can also be very easy when you have a team in confidence against a team that's not in confidence, or the team who is in confidence to kind of not take the opposition too seriously, and that could be something that Biggleswade could capitalise on today.
Yeah.
It's that long ball over the top that seems to be working. Looking for the offside. The offside flag is up.
That's promising.
On Diallo Bansami. Badamosi. Offside flag was up, but it was promising that from Biggleswade right from the goal kick. That was looking for the ball over the top, and it could well be something that could catch out this Newport Pagnell defence. 4 minutes played here. It is still Newport Pagnell Town 0, Biggleswade United 0. Oh, could be careful here. It's Kieran Barnes who was well intercepted. They're just trying to clear it out now, and it's well caught in the end by Aaron Khan. Seems to be a bit more stability at the back in the early day going for Biggleswade. That's a good throw as well from the keeper. And it's Duke Narty in the middle of the park. Looking to switch the play now to Axel Ampadu potentially. It's a good little touch there by Abe. So just couldn't quite get it to Omar. That's a good tackle there by Aaron Addy. Cameron, Omar. It's a nice little ball that to Lawrence DeJong. That's looking for that ball over the top again there. It's still very much on. The flag's up once again. But once again, it's the ball over the top to Diallo Basomi. That always seems to be on at the moment. Very end-to-end game.
It's an early substitution for Biggleswade United.
Is it?
Yeah, it's coming now. Change it now.
Looks like we're going to have a very, very early substitution for Biggleswade United. There must be a knockout there, I would have thought.
Yeah, I think it's AJ Abbey. I think it's probably number 7.
AJ Abbey, that's a shame because he's actually had a couple of decent moments in the early stages of the game. But it looks like he's going to have to be substituted. We're just going by the dugouts, so it's not been. They're waiting at the moment, so the substitution hasn't been made just yet. They're preparing something. I think they're just checking to see.
Yeah, you're right there, Ron. Because AJ's decided really well.
If AJ Abbey is okay to play, and it's a good job that hopefully he is all right because. And that's Jordan Wright down on the floor there for Newport Pagnell Town. Doesn't look good. I mean, we've watched Jordan Wright last season for Biggleswade, and he's not the type of player to stay down. He's definitely not the type of player to stay down, and this would obviously be terrible for him. Of course, with playing against his old club, you never like to see any injuries in the game, regardless of what team you are. And of course, there's such a promising player like Jordan Wright for Newport Pagnell, this would be a huge loss for them.
Number 8.
So a yellow card has been put out for Duke Narty for a challenge on Jordan Wright.
Jordan might be alright, might be carrying. Having a few words with the Narty.
Having a few words with Cameron by the looks of it.
Yeah.
One former Biggleswade captain to the current Biggleswade captain. He looks to be okay. But it's been a promising early 7 minutes for Biggleswade United, definitely. I think they've kind of come here with a bit of a belief and free to play kind of thing. You know, go out and play football. 90 minutes, you don't really know. Anyone can win a game in 90 minutes.
I think Cameron was asking Jordan any tips for captaincy there.
That's
for sure. So
It doesn't look like we have made any substitutions. We did.
He's still warming up at the moment. It looks like that's number 15's warming up.
We do have Lewis Croucher
Yeah, he could be him. Yeah.
is just warming up.
Yeah.
AJA was talking to Banat. He seems to be okay. So the early substitution has not happened. It also looks like Jordan Wright is okay, as he's about to take the free kick. So look for that ball. They've managed to find Kieran Barnes in space. Can they get it away? It's been cleared behind by Axel Ampadu, and it is the first corner of the game here for Newport Pagnell Town. 8.5 minutes gone, and now we were worried about this.
Yep. AJ Abbey.
So that's AJ Abbey back down on the floor again. It looks like we are going to have to make that substitution. Such a shame. And his first game for Biggleswade United. He started so promising in the first 8 minutes or so. But he just doesn't look like he's ready to come. Like he's.
It's number 15.
And it is Lewis Croucher who is coming on for AJA number 7.
I think it might be Lewis's first game as well. I think that's how I've seen Lewis.
So that's number 7, AJA off for number 15, Lewis Croucher, who I believe is another debut.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Definitely a name I haven't heard before. So it's another debut in there. Lewis Croucher on for AJA, but they take the corner here. Newport Pagnell, and it's not gone past the first man. They've cleared it away. But very promising opening 10 minutes here for United if they can keep it up. But you've got to think as well, a game like this, with the start that Newport have had and the amount of effort it would have put into them with the victory they got on Saturday against Histon, this is a game where there isn't much pressure on United at all, and Newport are the home side, they're the team in form, all the pressure's on Newport Pagnell today, and you're definitely seeing the pressure not getting to United at the moment. Definitely playing with a freedom that Christian wants. But definitely seeing glimpses going forward of what we did see last season in these early stages.
Very promising start.
Very promising start with a team that haven't played hardly against each other. As Jim Burnside's there offside, that was a good defensive line that by United. And this 4-3-3 setup with 3 midfielders and with the 4-1-3-2 I was told by Christian before the game. 3 central midfielders.
Yeah. It's like the one in number 4 there, I think, Hayden Dunn.
Yeah, I've been told that he's kind of the holding midfielder, and then there's 3 in front of him as well. So it's a very narrow formation. But I think the key is to try and keep the ball in midfield and not to get overrun. And that's a nice little turn. Just couldn't quite finish it off there. Derek Maruma. Good tackle. Oh, he did do well there. Arrowhead, he just couldn't quite. They look for the cross in. Jim Burnside. That's good covering there by Axel Ampadu. He did very well to put the striker off and allowed Aaron Khan to collect nicely. He has. I did hear good things about Axel Ampadu. Karen, wife of Dell, told me that Dell really likes Axel and he's glad that he's in the team. And we're definitely seeing the impact he's made so far in this game defensively. That was a unlucky pass to that by Stefan Bailey. There's another debutant.
Yeah, I think
Must be over 5 debutants, I think, today in the starting 11 for Biggleswade.
Yeah.
And the way they've started this game, you wouldn't think it was the first game they've played together.
No.
Obviously, they've had a lot of time on the training ground. Christian's had a lot of time, 10 days since the last match, to really change up his squad.
Christian's got 2 instructions to Lewis Croucher there.
And it's Christian telling instructions there to Lewis Croucher, who's just come on, of course. But I definitely think Christian will be much encouraged by the start that his team has made today. I don't think Newport Pagnell expected this sort of game at all.
No.
Of course, they're a team who actually beat in their preliminary qualifying round of the FA Cup. They did beat Peterborough Northern Star 5-1, a team that then went on to beat Biggleswade 9-2. So if they look at that on paper, they definitely wouldn't have thought that this is what's going to turn up today to face them. And of course, we still have Callum Elliott on the bench as well. As we are back underway now with the throw to Newport Pagnell. So the first goal could be very crucial in this game. Nice little touch there. Lewis Crouch, he just couldn't quite get on the end of it. Good defensive cover there by Stefan Bailey. He switches to play, looking for Axel Ampadu. Was unlucky, but he's forced the team a throw in there, and it's another great play again by United. It's a long throw. Chests it down. Just couldn't quite control it. If you can't see the ball at any time, I will try to explain it as much as possible. There's balls now out of play right beside us. To a throw in to United. 15 minutes played. If you are just joining us, it is Newport Pagnell 0, Biggleswade United 0. And United have had it's been a good start from the visitors for sure. Limited the amount of chances that Newport have had going forward. And look, threatening going, and it's just the last pass it seems to be a little bit off, but with a brand new side, I think that's normal. As they're looking to try not to get caught out here, Biggleswade. So they've got some defending to do here, and it's great defending there in the end. Cameron Omar there. That's a nice little pass, looking for the counter attack now, and won the foul there brilliantly. Lawrence Ajong held up the ball well and won the free kick. At the moment, could argue United been the better team.
Yeah, that's like really well. See what we do here. The two centre halves have really made a huge difference tonight as well. They're very commanding.
Yeah, for sure. Interesting to know if they ever did play together before, or if they got into the same club, or is it Stefan Bailey with a long free kick on the halfway. Controlled it well here, United. They could well be in with the shot, and it's well saved in the end by Tom Wyatt. The shot came in from Diallo Badsomoni, and he's forced to save from the goalkeeper, and it's a corner to United. Now, you can't really see the corner flag from here, but I will try my best to... Christian there, thought that was in. I think we all did. As the ball's going to be played in, the cross in with the header, and it's a goal! A fantastic header, and it's well deserved. I think it was Duke Narty there with the header. First set piece, first goal for Biggleswade United, and I tell you what, that's not against the wrong player or anything. I'd say that's well deserved, Nick.
That's definitely deserved. What a cracking goal that was. 17
minutes played. Newport Pagnell 0, Biggleswade United 1, and it's thoroughly what we deserve here. Duke Narty?
Duke Narty scored that. Hopefully the announcer can tell me.
I will get
Oh,
apologies. It was Stefan Daly, the man who on his debut as well. Stefan Bailey. He's done fantastically defensively today and even chipped in with the goal. And Newport, they're making an early substitution as well. A fantastic start for Biggleswade. 16 minutes played. It's Newport Pagnell 0, Biggleswade United 1, and we've started brilliantly. It's been all Biggleswade United in the early goings. This can definitely be something to build on. Positive result here. Fantastic header goalkeeper. Had absolutely no chance. Goal defender off the line there. It was too high for him as well. They just don't want to get caught out early doors here. Aaron Khan here, he's got some covering to do. Very calm there by the 16-year-old goalkeeper. Of course, we saw United go 1-0 up against Peterborough Northern Star, and we saw how quickly they were undone afterwards, and then Christian will want to make sure that doesn't happen again. A very much changed sides. A team that looks more together, a team that knows what they're doing. The two up top together definitely know what they're doing together, and they are causing Newport Pagnell's defence all sorts of problems. Jordan Wright clears it over the top, looking for that over the top through ball here. And it's Bailey who commands very well. There's no one there to follow it up. This could be dangerous here. Ball's crossed in. Burnside gets it the wrong way. Cameron Omar, a chance for break here for United. Well touched down. Oh, he was looking for Axel Ampadu. What a start to the game. What a brilliant start. We deserve that. Great job from Christian. Has been signing players and selecting them in addition of Tony Joyce will help. Absolutely, you can see that these new signings, Gilliam, have really made a difference in these early stages of the match. We saw glimpses of what this team were capable of in the early going against Peterborough and Northern Star, and we've seen a lot more of that tonight in this match. They've got a lot of defending to do, but they seem a lot up to the fight today. United. Christian not happy. Apologies for any bad language you might have heard there. Apologies for any bad language there you might have heard. Emotions are running high on the touchline. A free kick was given to Newport Pagnell Town. Christian was not happy at all. It's a very dangerous position, this. And it could well be a scenario that could change this game completely on its head.
Very strong. There we go. Be careful here. Keep it tight.
This could well be dangerous here. It's Mo Ahmed who has just recently come on looking for the free kick. And it's well caught there by Aaron Khan. Tony is the head of recruitment for both Biggleswade United and Town, who have started collaborating on many things that make both clubs stronger. I did hear about that actually, Gilliam. Yes, thanks for telling everybody as well in all the supporters who, if they haven't heard the news already, it's fantastic news, and it's clearly you're seeing the changes on the pitch as well that are benefiting us on that front. And he's been caught out here, Axel Ampadu. He's done fantastic recovery there by Axel Ampadu, and he's won the ball back brilliantly there. He lost the ball and he won it back tremendously there, Axel Ampadu.
Yeah, he looked like he got beaten. Great recovery.
20 minutes in, it is Newport Pagnell 0, Biggleswade United 1. So a lot of changes have happened in recruitment, as Gillian mentioned. Get Biggleswade United and Biggleswade Town collaborating together in recruitment. The ball's over the top, and that's easy for Aaron Khan. They don't seem to have many answers for what we have for them at the moment.
Not at all. It's been a fantastic start. Really promising. The defence is keeping good shape.
That could well be dangerous there. Aaron Khan done brilliantly there. Not sure if we caught that on camera. That's well defended, and he's offside. Another free kick here to Newport Pagnell United. Are going to have to do a lot of defending.
I think Juventus as well. Be careful, he's been booked and gave the foul away there.
A free kick. Could be dangerous here. Looking for the header. Brilliant save there by young Aaron Khan once again to deny Daryl Smith. Another corner here for Newport Pagnell Town. And another great save by young 16-year-old Aaron Khan.
Putting pressure on the goalkeeper here.
They're putting pressure on Khan here. He's headed the ball. It's come off. It came off Croucher, and nearly went into his own net, but he's gone off the bar. Sometimes you need that little bit of luck in a game, and we'd certainly got that luck there. I think that was Jordan Wright who let fly there over the bar. Yeah. A bit of a let-off there, but you know what? Based on how United have played, I think he deserve a bit of luck defensively.
Certainly do.
And it was bizarrely from Lewis Croucher, who headed it behind himself and it hit the bar, thankfully, for Biggleswade. Christian praising his players, saying them carry on, let's go. They really want to maybe look for that second goal, as well as I think the way we probably will get it is maybe on the counter attack, but they've got defenders to do first here with Jim Burnside. As I mentioned, 2 goals in his previous match. He's definitely a player we'll have to be wary of.
Yeah, I remember when we played Newport Pagnell last season. He certainly was.
Oh, this could be dangerous here. Oh, it's gone past everybody, and it's well defended there by Lewis Croucher. Christian, very vocal, telling his team to be quicker.
Lewis, we can. Newport Pagnell certainly getting more into it now.
They're looking for a corner. They've got themselves another corner here, Newport Pagnell. We're 24 minutes in, and United are starting to get under a lot of pressure here. They are still 1 goal to the good from a header from Stefan Bailey, and they have their own corner now to defend. Again, apologies for any bad language you might hear. We've crossed in, headed away once again there by Croucher. Just can't get it away at the moment. Well, got the free kick again for the tackle on Lewis Croucher. It was good play there by Lewis. He's done well since he's come on, hasn't he?
He has. Yes, he certainly hasn't let anyone down so far.
No. He did well there to deny Darryl Smith.
Oh.
Sorry about that. The wind kind of just took the camera with me there. So, says Khan takes
Fisher's very
the goal kick.
Takes his free kicks and runs, takes them to the right place tonight.
It's going to be dangerous here. United got some defending to do. Axel Ampadu, he's got past him. Fantastic tackle again by Axel Ampadu. He's been terrific in this game. Along with every Biggleswade player so far, I have to say, defensively and going forward. There's definitely a game plan we're seeing if he put in place.
I think Axel really uses his speed a lot. It looks like
it's going to be a long match if all we've got to do is defend, but it looks like at this moment of time that's what we're doing, trying to cut out as many mistakes as possible, looking for the shot. It's been blocked by Omar. Awkward bounce. And it's Jim Burnside, that's where he wants it, and that's the goal. Jim Burnside, it was coming for the hosts. It was 26 minutes played. United definitely still very much in the game. But it's Newport Pagnell Town 1, Biggleswade United 1, and it is that man, Jim Burnside. He did score twice in his last game, and he has scored here once again, but a goal that was definitely coming in the last 5 to 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, it certainly was, Ryan. I think it was on the cards. But they just need to dust themselves down and get on with it again. They've been playing really well so far.
Absolutely. They're looking to pressure a keeper straight away there, Jim Burnside. Axel Ampadu did a good holding up there. They've managed to get the ball out here, United. I think Newport now are starting to realise they are in a match. They're very much in a game.
Didn't expect this.
Who scored? Jim Burnside scored for Newport Pagnell. And Stefan Bailey did take the lead, helped us take the lead, and Aaron Khan there, well caught in the end. But they were ready to pounce on any mistake made. As I mentioned, Stefan Bailey helped us take the lead in the first 10 to 15 minutes, and Jim Burnside has just equalised for Newport Pagnell Town.
Well covered there by Axel.
Axel once again there, doing well, making a nuisance of himself.
Croucher.
Oh, looking to switch the play, that put him a bit. Oh, he's managed to get it still. He's up against a lot of pressure. In the middle of the park, that's nice there. Hayden Dunn looking for the ball. Oh, he was looking to the ball to Lawrence Ajong. And now they've got some defending to do here in Newport Pagnell. There's space and it's Jim Burnside. Biggleswade looking to get men back to defend. It's Burnside. It's wide of the post. Let off for United, you could say there. You'd normally expect that to be going in the back of the net. A striker of his calibre.
Yeah. Well, he's been playing recently. Thought it hasn't been a goal. Of course it wasn't.
If you are joining us for the first time, make sure you do stay subscribed, of course, and also follow the Twitch channel Biggleswade UTD to make sure you never miss when we live stream any United matches. A very entertaining game so far. And United appeared in there. Bad Soroli, not happy. He felt that he was held there by the Newport defender. Bad Soroli, they're doing brilliantly to press the keeper there. Done well to keep that on. He's just gone out and play there. How well is the 16-year-old Callum Elliott doing? Callum Elliott is on the bench today for the 5. Yes, he's on the bench today. The starting 11 today was Aaron Khan, quite a few debutants in there. Axel Ampadu, who's impressed. Derek Maruma, Hayden Dunn, Stephen Bailey, who has scored. He's centre half. We've got Aaron Addy, AJ Abe, who's had to come off unfortunately early due to an injury or a knock. As I just let this play out before I continue. It's a good play there by Croucher. Oh, he just couldn't keep the ball there. They've won it back well though.
Hayden Dunn here.
And Axel Ampadu on the right hand side keeps it on. Can't quite see the ball, but I will try. Nice little bit of skill here by Axel. Been well defended. He's trying not to foul him either. And Cameron Lewis Croucher does well to intercept. So yeah, the rest of the team got Jude Narty, Lawrence Ajong, Cameron Omar, and Delaro Batswoli. On the bench is Callum Elliott, Joel Jeff, Fras Ellis, Madalbola, George Harlow, and Lewis Croucher, who did have to come on early for AJ Abe.
He's also started very well tonight, Hayden.
He has, yeah.
Yeah, got a lot of control in that midfield.
Well, you did mention we were missing a player like James Irish type.
Yeah, exactly.
And he looks to be that sort of player.
He does.
Holding.
Yeah. There's no frills, just keeping very nice and tight.
That's it, yeah.
He's doing really well.
.30 minutes played. It is Newport Pagnell Town 1, Biggleswade United 1, as United do look for their first points of the season against a team that haven't dropped points all season either. And they're definitely holding their own in the first half an hour. Got some defending to do here now. It's a very end-to-end match. United have to withstand a hell of a lot of pressure at 1-0. And the goal was coming when Burnside did slot away from outside the box as well. It was a very good finish. Looking for that ball over the top. Oh, and it's once again brilliant defending by number 2, Axel Ampadu. If no one knew who he was before this game, everyone does now, including the 11 of Newport Pagnell Town. That's for sure.
Hey, he's been a fantastic game so far by Axel. Great debut. Short debut, brilliant.
Fantastic, yeah. And Aaron's performed well. Made some quality saves.
Yeah. A lot of confidence in this team, which is really
ball's
good.
now crossed in. Ball's too far there for Christian Smell. And it's a goal kick.
Well, it's about 35 minutes gone, it's still 1-1. What a fantastic game so far.
Absolutely.
Just go over to our seat.
Sorry, right, I just texted Darren Hunt, one of the coaches, what the score was. He's still unable to access the stream at the moment. And, the joys of being on holiday.
It's all right for some.
Yeah.
The ball looking for over the top here for Burnside. Darren Khan's going to have to collect this. Does well. We're very confident there, the young keeper. Against an experienced striker as well, it's very difficult. Aaron here wants to try out, and he's made a mistake here, Cal. And Burnside's looking to really pounce, and it's over the bar. That's 2 chances. The ball flag's up for offside. It wouldn't have counted anyway. But Newport are missing crucial chances in this game.
Lewis Crouch has shown a lot of encouragement since coming on, talking to the ref, to his teammates and encouraging them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. That's nice.
Nice little passage of play. And now he might be onside here.
He is onside.
Gobalasse takes the shot, scores! Fantastic goal. They've been looking for that ball all game. It's Delaro
Badamasi.
Delaro Badsamasi was looking for that ball over the top the whole game.
Yeah.
This time, flag stayed down, went through on goal, 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper, bottom left corner. And United respond by going back in front with 10 minutes to go before half time. We were thinking, keep it 1-1 at half time, and they've only gone in.
Second goal, another new boy as well. Brilliant.
Another debutant, another goal.
That was a fantastic move. They caught him offside trap.
Looking for it again here. The two up top are causing all sorts of problems.
Great speed.
Brad Simone and Ajong, 2 up front together, are really causing problems to that back line.
Yeah, the 2 forwards are really.
And you got to say the chances that Jim Burnside has missed now. In fact, we've gone up the other end and took our chances. And now the heads are up again here for United. 10 minutes to go before half time. And
Hayden Dunn again trying to find the passes. Yeah.
So I have to also mention that this is the first time also that Newport Pagnell Town have conceded 2 in a game this season.
Well, that's
brilliant. So United are only.
Yeah. I just think Histon.
That's the first. Histon lost 4-1 in the FA Cup to this Newport Pagnell team. It must have probably took a lot out of them, yes. But Burnside looks like he's away here. He's getting pulled as well. It's a free kick just outside the box. Burnside wants a penalty. It was close.
I think he started holding just outside the box, so I think he sent it back there.
It was. I think it was it Axel who was holding him there?
No, I think it was Aaron Addy. I think was holding him there. Number 6.
Aaron Addy there was holding Burnside. Newport players crowding the referee. See Jordan Wright there, very vocal there for Newport. It is classic Jordan Wright, but he's not happy.
No,
which is what we want him to be at the moment.
Good.
With United being 2-1 up. Free kick though. Very, very dangerous position this.
Remember last season?
I can't quite see who's laying up the shot here for them.
Oh,
9 minutes to go before half time. It's gone all the way through and it's in. It took a deflection. And we're all square once again.
Number 3 is good.
Ben Ford. I'm running out of space.
So 2-2. Unfortunate deflection there. Aaron can do nothing about that.
There's a bit of a deflection there. It's the free kick did in the end. It's tucked in by Ben Ford. And we're at Desmond. 2-2.
So what are the viewers on the stream think of the game so far?
I'm not quite sure. I've not had many comments. Of course, if you are watching the match, make sure you comment. If you have any questions, try our best to answer them as well. Good well being caught out here. Good defending. United staying switched on after conceding, which is not something that we saw against Peterborough Northern Star. And then Ampadu once again on that run.
He's really been
They cannot handle the pace up front of Biggleswade United. Make sure you leave your questions in at half time. I'll make sure to try and answer as many as possible. We are 38 minutes into the game. Got an absolute cracker here. Newport Pagnell Town 2, Biggleswade United 2. An almost pitch perfect Newport Pagnell team before today. Won every single game. They beat a higher step team in Histon in the FA Cup to get to the first qualifying round on Saturday. Biggleswade United, this is definitely the best performance they've had all season with this new team. And around 5 or 6 debutants today definitely seem to be proved their worth.
Yeah.
Not to mention, we've also got Callum Elliott on the bench as well, the record breaker, youngest ever goal scorer for Biggleswade United, on the bench today.
Yeah. We've got George Harlow as well, yeah.
Christian will want to make sure they do not concede again before half time.
Good line here, Biggleswade.
Around 7 minutes to go before half time. They've got some more defending to do here. It's looking towards Jordan Wright, heads it towards Darryl Smith, and it's been cleared away by United. Well, Jordan Wright looking to get onto that. It's well defended by United. There's always seems to be an outball here, and I think it was a good tackle in the end, but Omar's pressed him well with a jog. Again, apologies if I butchered any names. A lot of debutants today, so it's very difficult to try and remember and pronounce the names. So just bear with us. Burnside is very dangerous here. United. Oh, he's turned his man well. Look for the shot, and it's over the bar. But once again, it's not too panicky from United.
No.
But they seem to be a bit more composed than what we have seen in this
It's
season.
in the obvious stage in Burnside there. He's probably one of the better forwards in the league.
Absolutely. They scored 2 against a lower opposition. And we're seeing here, actually, I don't know if you can see this here, trying to get in ahead of Burnside. I think that could, do you reckon that's a good tactic?
Maybe.
He doesn't seem to like him very much.
Yeah.
See, this is what we were missing in the last game. We had
Yeah.
talkers that were
Yeah.
talking to the opposition
Yeah.
and almost trying to psych each other up. We've missed
I
that.
said in the last game, we missed a Jordan Wright character, funny enough, who
Yeah.
played for the opposition. And we've got something a bit like that tonight, which is really good, very promising.
It was actually Stephen Bailey, the man who scored tonight in the first goal for United.
Covering their bottom of the route, and I think he's might kept it in.
I
think he did,
Yeah, he did keep it in. That's a throw there. We've got bodies on this right-hand side if we want to try and intercept. Burnside is at the heart of everything they do. It's a fantastic ball there. And United could well be in trouble. He's falling down here. And it's allowed Lewis Croucher to come back. They're looking for the goal kick. It is a corner.
I think they're fortunate to get a corner there himself. I think it was a goal kick. I think Croucher thinks so as well. He did come well there for Ampadu, actually went forward.
I've got to admit, I think based on the position we were in just there, I think I'll take the corner compared to with Mo Ahmed there. Looked to be one-on-one with Aaron Khan, only to beat, and he's going to take the corner here. Can't beat the first man there. That's always a good sign for us.
There's good defending there by Lewis Croucher, and also by a little divot in the pitch as well. Done well.
It's 4 minutes to go before half time. Christian is 4 minutes away from having a half-time team talk where it can actually affect the outcome of the game.
Yeah,
realistically. We've almost been out of sight in most first halves so far this season. We're very much in this game tonight.
Yeah, I'm going to have a little chat with some of the fans from Biggleswade half-time, get their thoughts on the game.
United are not only happy with 2-2, they want to get a third. Yeah. So it's very good to see. This is the Biggleswade United spirit we all know. Oh, he's been caught out though by Burnside. He could well be in here. It's Jim Burnside, and for the third time he's fluffed his lines. He's managed to, he just couldn't quite keep it on.
Yeah. That divot's been very fortunate for us tonight in that penalty area.
Absolutely, I think the wind is be interesting to see whether we might have the same issues going on this side as Newport Pagnell have this evening. Who has scored? So, if you have just joined us,
it was
Stephen Bailey made it 1-0 with a header from a corner. It was Jim Burnside that equalised for the fine finish from outside the box. And
there's Delapo Badamuzi, another Davidson,
who made Biggleswade retake the lead, and then it was Ben Ford who equalised, and that's where we are right now. United definitely holding their own against what looks like one of the best teams in the league. So in the very, very early stages of the season, a lot of debutants for United. Sorry, Nick.
That's fine. I was saying there's Crouch has done a lot of covering for Axel. He's been going forward a lot, and you watch number 14. He's going back to try and draw Axel out.
He's another one who's come on as well, I think.
Number 14. Yeah, he has, and he's been a danger. If you watch him, he's trying to draw Axel out from his position at right back. But Lewis Crouch has covered well. So
just want to make sure they can see out the final 90 seconds of the half.
Absolutely, and
it's gone out for a throw. Yeah. Be interesting to see if United can keep these performance levels and energy levels up, because I think this first 45 would have taken a lot out of our team. But you could also argue it's probably taken out a lot of our Newport as well. They played Saturday.
Newport might be having some after effects from the FA Cup game.
Burnside there wins the free kick against Aaron Addy. I tell you what, that is a battle we have seen the whole match. Aaron Addy and Jim Burnside, and it's still an interesting battle between the forward and the defender. He's asking for him to be booked there. I don't think the ref's going to get his card out. But he doesn't seem to like him at all, does he? Which is always a good sign as a compliment if you're a defender, if a striker doesn't like you.
Absolutely, yeah.
The free kick's taken here. They want to defend this. It's come off right. It's cleared by Addy.
Yeah, I think if you upset the forward as a defender, you've done a good job.
Oh, it's great play again there by Duke Narty.
Yes.
They've still got the ball, Duke Narty. This is brilliant play.
I think that's Gareth Hunt just jumped in.
Gareth Hunt there looking.
And
he's won the free kick as well, Gareth Hunt.
I don't know how he won the free kick for that. He should have jumped in and didn't get the ball.
It's the first time I've seen him have the ball there, Gareth Hunt.
And even then he didn't get the ball. It was fortunate free kick.
And we are in added time here. This will be one of the final moments of the match. I don't think there'll be much additional time. Free kicks taken. They want to try and keep this at 2-2. Darryl. That was the chance there. Darryl Smith.
Yeah, there's a bit of injury time when Jordan Wright went down.
That's it, yeah.
So there might be.
Yeah, we are in injury time in what has been a very entertaining first half at Williams Road. A very competitive, entertaining match.
Yeah, I hope the people watching the stream have certainly been enjoying this game. Thank you for the support.
Another free kick here for Newport. They look to take it quickly. It's Burnside who's touched down well. Takes a shot on. Flags up for offside. Wouldn't have counted.
I wasn't sure if the ball was still moving when we took the free kick, wasn't it there? But
thank you, Alan, for the support. Yep, you've missed an absolute cracker so far. We're just about to get to the half-time point of the match. Still playing here.
Still 2-2.
So now should have themselves a throw.
Oh, no,
they don't want to do anything too messy here, United. They just want to try and see this out. Just how important this will be if they can see this out till half-time. Oh, and they're making mistakes now at the back here in the final moments. It's going inside there. Axel Ampadu doing well. They've found another man here at the back. And it's come off Ben Ford. It's out of play. 2 minutes into stoppage time here. It's still playing in the first half. You did say there was a few minutes added, to be fair. I'm just trying to find. That's it, yeah. As Aaron Khan will take the goal kick. Still playing.
3 minutes of added time so far. So yeah, Christian's calming the team down and point at the watch.
Apologies for the position at the moment. I'm just trying to make sure the camera does not die.
Christian doing the Alex Ferguson.
Well, we're still playing. We are 3 minutes into this added time here. United on the ball now, and now half-time whistle goes. It's a very, very good first half performance from Biggleswade United. Certainly wasn't in the script today for Newport Pagnell. Biggleswade coming here today against a red-hot informed Newport Pagnell side. Of my word, are we giving them a game here? First goal came in from a debutant, Stefan Bailey, a fantastic header from a corner to make it 1-0. Jim Burnside, who's had about umpteen chances in the game, did slot one away to make it 1-1 outside the box, coolly finished. Aaron Khan, who's made some tremendous saves in this first half, the youngster, just could not pick that one out, unfortunately. But we still carried on and persisting, as it was Dilaro Batsawali, another debutant man up front, went through on goal, bottom left corner. Tom White in Newport End had absolutely no chance. So that made it 2-1 to United, and after a deflection through a free kick, Ben Ford managed to slot home to make it 2-2. This game is very finely poised going into the second half. Very competitive game. It's anyone's game, this, actually, I'd say. It's Newport Pagnell Town 2, Biggleswade United 2. What a half of non-league football.
Fantastic half line, you know.
That's what it's all about.
All those Biggleswade United supporters must be very happy with that. That's really good. I'm going to have a chat with some of the fans now and try to put in next match day programs and get their response. I think it's been really good. So.
We will be back for the second half, so do not go anywhere. Newport Pagnell have come out for the second half. A couple players come out for Biggleswade United. Not everyone is out yet, as the rest of the Biggleswade team come out. Uncle Christian will be very, very encouraged from that first half performance. They'll be looking to push on and possibly look for all three the way this game is going, for sure. From small icons, mighty Oaks Grove, best 45 from the UFC this season, to still be in the game at half-time, unlucky with the second goal, but still a platform to build from in the second half. Pierce, I could not agree more. It was a fantastic first half performance. And it will be very difficult for United to keep that up in the second half, but we'll be hoping that they can. Yeah, but live, yeah.
Who's watching?
Gilliam's watching, I think. Gilliam's watching. The others are watching. Pierce is watching.
Who's watching?
Hands up and that. Yeah, definitely. It was a good first half. To get ready for the start of the second half. Christian now also back out for the second half as well. Just a quick one. If anyone doesn't know the half-time scores, Barrow 0, Aston Villa 3 in the League Cup. We've got Blackpool 1, Sunderland 1, Birmingham 0, Fulham 1. And that's just a handful. Huddersfield 1, Everton 1. That could be an upset on the cards there. As we look to get back underway here at the Williams Road, where Biggleswade United find themselves 2 goals apiece with the in-form Newport Pagnell Town. It will be some effort if they can keep this up in the second half. It's actually United who start us off with Newport Pagnell, of course, started last in the first half. Second half, Biggleswade United gets us underway. Let's see if they can keep that intensity up from what they had in the first 45 minutes. We're in for a cracking second half. Do not go anywhere. We are back underway. In the second half. Run themselves an early free kick here, Biggleswade United. And I've messed up my entire team sheet, but just bear with me and I'll do. Free kick just out of shot here. We are attacking closer to the camera, so we should get some better shots. William is watching too, plenty of the UFC family following the stream, of course. And that free kick did not go where United really wanted it. The ball's gone down and it's a penalty. It all came from a United free kick on the halfway. And it was number 14, Mo Ahmed, who went down there, was brought down. I was trying to see who that was. I believe it was Aaron Addy. Referee is going to his pocket, and it is a yellow. It is a yellow card, so we are still 11 against 11 here, but it's a big chance here for Newport Pagnell Town to be in the lead for the first time in the game for them, and it will be Jake Sponge up against Aaron Khan, the young Aaron Khan here. Potentially makes himself hero here, the youngster. It's Jake Sponge, takes the pen, and it's the wrong way, and it's 3-2. It's not the start that Biggleswade United would have wanted. But Newport Pagnell Town coming out in the second half. Newport Pagnell will come out, all guns blazing in the second half. It was a mistake really from a free kick that led to the ball going up the other end. And Newport Pagnell have come out much more switched on than they did at the start of the first half. But United know they're still very much in this game as they look for themselves here, their own attack. And United, they seem to have the confidence of, you know what, let's go for it, because they know that they can cause this Newport Pagnell defence a lot of problems. It's going to be difficult, as I mentioned, to withstand it for the full 90. Now they're really pushing on here. Newport Pagnell Town. They look for the cross. It's Burnside. It's not really been his game today. That's over the bar. If you are just joining us for the second half, an early penalty converted by Jake Sponge was not the start that Christian would have wanted for his team. But we learn together, we grow together. This is the best performance United have had all season. And they've been paired back twice. And it's the first time they've been behind in the entire match. It was about a minute or two into the second half. They really are pushing this young Biggleswade side. That's good play there by Hayden. Was intercepted well, though. They're really trying to get this game away from United, but that's good goalkeeping there by Aaron Khan, who looks for the early throw. Give that ball over the top there to Omar. Well collected by Cameron Omar. Look at him go there, Cameron Omar. And this could well be a chance here for Lawrence Ajong. Looking for the cross in to Batsway. Cameron Omar collected well. It's Hayden. It's Lewis Crouch. He could not quite keep it on. And now they're looking for a counter-attack with Jim Burnside. This is where Biggleswade will get caught out on the counter-attack, chasing the game. It is Burnside, tucks it away, and it's cleared off the line. It was cleared fantastically. It's still on though, so there's still danger here for United to contest with. Aaron Khan, well saved in the end. It's cleared away, and somehow it's still 3-2. Looking for the shot over the bar. Last-ditch defending. But Newport have come out in the second half. You can hear Jordan Wright a lot more vocal than he was in the first half of Newport Pagnell, trying to cause our attackers problems here. We know Jordan Wright's going very well from his time at Biggleswade United, of course. And it's Lewis Crouchy here. He gets it back to his keeper, who does very well to get that ball out. And it's Lawrence Ajong really pressing well here. Once again, it's the two attackers of Ajong and Batswadi. Again, apologies if I've butchered any names there. But it's the number 9 and the number 11 of Biggleswade United that are causing the defence of Newport Pagnell a lot of problems with their pace going forward. They've run the free kick here. United have responded well to that early penalty. We are 5.5 minutes into the second half. Free kick here to Biggleswade United. Cameron Omar over the free kick. The United captain. The ball's crossed in, headed away by Newport Pagnell comfortably there. Over the mistake by Hayden there, Christian. A bit frustrated. But Hayden won the foul there brilliantly. You can understand the frustrations on the touchline of Christian. Team were in a fantastic position. Still only 3-2. And United looking to get back into the game. The ball. It's a good ball. Cameron getting it back into the box. It's Bailey trying to make a use of himself again. It's well caught there by Tom White, making his presence known. He's looking for the long ball over the top to Jim Burnside. Burnside. Oh, that's well defended there once again. This time by Derek Maruma on the other side. We saw a lot of good play down the right-hand side of Axel Ampadu. And now we're seeing it on the other side with Derek Maruma. As Newport have another corner here. They look to try and double their advantage, and they have. It's another piece, and it's a corner, and United's fantastic work in the first half been undone in just under 6 minutes of the second half. It's Darryl Smith for Newport Pagnell, and from the first half of where United really did push on and do well, it's been two real mistakes realistically at the back that have cost them in the second half. It's frustrating, but as we mentioned, this is a very young team. Came here today not expecting much, and maybe the first half took a lot out of this United team, or maybe Newport have just stepped it up a gear. But we're about to see what this new United team is really capable of, realistically, with these 6 or 7 debutants as well. They're building, and there's definitely positives to take from the performance. But in this second half, it's Newport have so far in these very early stages been a class above United in the very early stages of the second half. It has to be said. It's well defended. They are still trying their best out there, United. It's an awkward bounce. No one wants to clear it at the moment. It's been cleared by Mwamba there in the end. Looking for that ball. The two forwards up front for United are really still causing Newport Pagnell problems, and it's forced a heavy touch there. And so he said there's certainly lots of positives to take. Still very much in the game. It is Newport Pagnell 4, Biggleswade United 2. I'll give you the money. It's 4-2. It's 4-2. Newport. Yeah. It's all right, everyone. Nick's back now, so there shouldn't be any goals conceded now.
Well, apologies for that.
I'm only kidding. Apologies if I've missed any comments in the chat. There's been a lot going on since the start of the second half. It looks like Dilalo Gabarsali, who did score the second goal for Biggleswade United, looks to be down. I'm hoping that's just a cramp, or he's back up on his feet. He looks towards the bench. It looks like we could be getting a substitution soon, but he's limping back on, and he seems to be doing okay for now. As United have a free kick here, just on the halfway. They look to try and get themselves back into this game now. I've got it in 10 minutes. 10 minutes into the second half. It was Newport Pagnell 2, Biggleswade United 2 at half time. The second half, United have not been able to. He's in again here, Burnside, and it is 5 now. It is 5-0, and it is Jim Burnside. It's such a shame too, because this United side really fought in that first half to keep this game as.
Substitutions coming off.
It looks like we're going to have a quick substitution here, and Newport have really responded in that second half and at half time.
There's number 18 coming on.
So it is.
Frey Menembolo's coming on.
Frey Menembolo is coming on, number 18 for Biggleswade United. Number 11. The goal scorer of the second goal. Gabamusi, he's definitely had a very decent debut.
Yeah.
And it looks, he's not a debutant, is he?
No,
he's played a couple of times this season. I believe he might have scored as well.
He did, yeah. I think he scored our first goal of the season, just keep going, lads.
I think it might have been a case of Newport probably wanted half time a lot more than what United did.
Yeah,
at 2-2.
I think the first half they've had the last 3 matches. They've scored 4 goals in each, and I think they maybe took it a bit easy to start with.
I think they
But that's nothing against the way Biggleswade United have played, though. I think it's, mentally, they may have had high expectations for the start of the game, but they've certainly come out with more purpose in the second half.
We can definitely say with what the experience of this United team, they were over expectation playing in the first half, and that's another good save by Aaron Khan.
I think what we've seen so far, they look like.
And they've come out very ruthless, Newport Pagnell Town.
Yeah. I think they're looking like a team that's going to be pushing at the top of the season.
Absolutely.
Good. All you need to do, keep going. There's a lot of promise here.
Absolutely, keep going.
Yeah.
They've been caught out in the early stages of the second half by overcommitting too many bodies going forward, and it's been allowing the space to come in behind for the likes of a Burnside.
Good battle there.
But they're still battling. They're still fighting hard out there tonight.
He got caught there.
He did get caught there.
The referee's playing on there. He didn't get the ball.
They're still playing on here. I'm not quite sure who it is that's actually down. Referee finally calls play to a halt.
I think he didn't get the ball at all. Very fortunate.
And this could well be an opportunity for United to really take a breather now, because it's been a very, very tough opening first few minutes. Callum Elliott is not on yet. No, I think we've had a couple of injuries, and it's not been the opening 15 minutes of the first half is certainly not what Christian wanted.
No.
Conceding 3 in the opening 15 minutes of the second half. It looks like another injury here for Biggleswade United, and it is...
It's Hayden Dunn, I think.
Hayden Dunn, who's a shame, because he's another one. Davidson, who was exceptional in that first half.
I think he's going to be okay.
I think he's going to be okay, actually. I do apologise. He's actually come back on the pitch now. It's kind of hard to see from where we're standing what's going on. They're really pressing Aaron Khan here, all the Newport Pagnell players here in 4s and 5s, causing mistakes here. And Aaron Khan did very well there. Very well, Khan. But as we are seeing here, they are...
Yeah, they're
really
pressurising from up front.
Absolutely, yeah.
But just got to keep going. That's all we can do.
I really think that maybe the first half caught this Newport team by a lot of surprise. I don't think they came expecting much of a game at all, and
not at all.
We definitely took the game to them. We made a couple of mistakes and got a bit of luck there, here and there. But this second half, Newport have shown their class completely, and there's nothing else you can really say. This young, youthful, a lot of debuts on Biggleswade United team started fantastically, but it isn't going to all go well straight away, is it, Nick?
I don't know what that was for there, right? It's like Axel. I have no idea why, but yeah.
I think all over the top.
There's a goal kick. That's a very ambitious
goal kick.
Very ambitious call for a corner kick there by Burnside.
I've mentioned how much with that first half we're taken out of this Biggleswade team, and we're seeing in the early stages of the second half and the first half to take a hell of a lot out of Christian's young team.
Yeah, absolutely.
They worked their absolute socks off first half, but sometimes you just can't keep it up for that intensity for 90 minutes. It's very difficult, especially away from home as well against a very good side.
Yeah, but when you now,
looking to just have moments now in this second half. Newport have really taken the game away from United.
They've really shown what top team they are in this league. Why they're in the first qualifying round of the FA Cup as well.
But I have to say, what I've seen tonight compared to what I saw 2 weeks ago, fast improvement. It looks like it could be away. It's headed out well there by Tom Wyatt.
Yeah, the
And they
keeper's
looked to
quick
really
onside,
push
but
here.
they're still gonna take
Oh,
it.
lovely little touch. Just too far away from Lawrence Ajong there. There's a lovely little Burkham-esque touch there by Ajong. He just couldn't quite keep it. So look for that ball over the top. Aaron Khan
Well done, Aaron.
collected comfortably. He's been a lot more confident in his goal this evening.
I think. Oh, there's an attack here.
Still will be another attack here.
Yeah, accompanied by Jordan against Manambolo.
Melambola, they're another fast attacker for Newport Pagnell to deal with. He's not going to give Jordan Wright an easy night.
No, he's not. Maroon, we took some show.
Communication, talking, it's a much fast improvement.
That's
That's a foul there. Ding.
I think number 4.
Right, foul there from Christian Small
I think number 4 got the ball, but he did actually go
on
through.
Lawrence Ajong.
He did go through a John. It's quite obvious.
With a free kick here. An opportunity to cut the deficit to 5-3.
Crouch just take the free kick.
And it is Lewis Croucher to take this free kick. Big moment in this match. Lewis Croucher with the free kick. Crossed in, punched away by the keeper. Referee gives a free kick of the way of Newport Pagnell.
That certainly caused a lot of panic there from Newport Pagnell, that free kick. Good delivery
Absolutely. I mean, we're causing them a lot of problems, that's for sure. We've seen that in the first half. And the fact that we've conceded 3 goals in the first 10 minutes of the second half,
Yeah.
they're still pushing, they're still working hard.
They are. Yeah, it's nothing. Yeah, I think.
A couple of mistakes about like the penalty wasn't, this isn't the worst thing you want to do is concede a penalty a minute into the second half. It would have.
Substitution for Newport Pagnell, leaving the field, number 8, Gareth Hunt.
Gareth Hunt coming off there.
One of our former players going
Former Biggleswade United player there. Gareth Hunt coming off for Mickey Lyons. As I mentioned there, it's not ideal to concede a penalty so close to the second half. All the team talk for Christian would have, of the tactics and everything, it would have, we would have caused a lot of disruption after what would have been a 15 minutes where Christian would have had a plan in place on how to potentially get a point or even win the game. And conceding a penalty so early on is just, it's not a great situation at all. But we are seeing, despite conceding the 3 goals in the 15 minutes, that this United team are still not giving up. And if they do want to do something they haven't done all season, which is score more than 2 goals in a match, they can still do that, and that's still an improvement based on the last game. It's a little strides, and it's something that's going to take time for the wins to come on board. But from what we have seen in this match, against one of what looks like one of the best teams in the division, I have to say.
Yeah, I think this is the best team I've seen play in the league this season. Oh, he's getting a goal kick, I think.
I thought he pointed to the spot.
He's put the spot. Well, there's a penalty, I think.
Is he pointing to the spot?
What's he pointing the spot for?
Apologies for the confusion here. No one knew that he pointed to the. I thought the referee pointed to the spot. It looks like he has. I don't know why it's a penalty. It looks to me like he's seen something that Christian not very happy on the touchline.
It looks like he's given a penalty for someone blocking the player from getting to the ball when it's rolling for a goal kick.
He's given a yellow card anyway.
That
is a very poor decision, I have to say.
Ridiculous.
You don't like to be too biased on the live stream, but you will tell it how it is as well. It looks like it is going to be Jim Burnside. That's going to take this penalty now. He's on a hat trick. I believe he's on a hat. No, he's not on a hat trick. It's be for his second goal. Jim Burnside with the strike, and that's 6-2 to Newport Pagnell Town. It's been a disastrous 15 minutes into the second half of the game. But I still am very confused how that penalty was given, I have to say.
I've no idea. I think I might have that as a question at a future game. Why was that penalty given? Because I
couldn't really. We can't really see as much from the other side of the ground, so we didn't have a close look at it. But
to me,
everyone here was. I don't think many players were calling for it either. I have to say, many players were thinking that's going out for a corner.
Yeah, I thought he shielded it for a goal kick, and he's.
Well, it looks like the referee's saying that he pulled a shirt. Referee's saying that he... So it is here just to... Looking to press Jordan right here. That's great play. Sawali's down now from a foul on from Jordan Wright. As it's yeah, maybe. I mean, 7-6 could well be on the cards if we do pull together, but this doesn't look good. Another striker coming off potentially. Both have been very good as well today. Bernat will be giving him treatment, and of course, if you would like any treatment yourself and you're around in the local Biggleswade area, Bernat does have his own physio treatment clinic. That's the word I'm looking for. Thank you, Nick. Physio clinic at the club. It is at Biggleswade United's main. I can't get my words out.
Twitter page. Website.
If you go to the Biggleswade United website and the Twitter pages, you'll get more details of the physio clinic. We are down to 10 at the moment, but it looks like.
Yeah, that's a great segue.
Absolutely. Bernat there working his magic. Back on 11 against 11. Batswali back on the pitch. But who knows? Maybe the comeback could be on. It could be 7-6, but doesn't look good.
No, well, it'd be a lovely dream, wouldn't it?
It would be.
Yeah, I think it just.
And the defender corner, Aaron Khan, well punched out there.
Yeah, and well clear.
And I tell you what, if there ever was a plus to give from a defeat, I think Christian, regardless of what the final score will be tonight, there's a lot of positives to take.
Huge amount of positives.
A lot of positives.
Obviously, there's a lot of new players. They show some great pride and tenacity in the first half, and they're still going now. The heads haven't dropped. They're still going.
You have to say it's been a game. It's been a classic game of two halves.
Yeah.
For Biggleswade in particular.
It has.
Unfortunately, we just don't have the. We just don't have the experience of trying to, when we're playing well, hold the lead and things like that. But things like that will come. Yeah. They've worked their socks out there today.
And also, you've got to think with more training as a team, working together, they've only improved. So, it's off to them so far. Push there from Jordan Wright to the forward, but he's got away with it. Again, White. Oh, the referee's going to have a word with Christian, it looks like.
Christian getting a talking to from the referee.
Yep.
And out there talking to Jordan Wright there. So, and this game's very stop to start at the moment. It's Lewis Cratch who was just brought down there. Oh, that was dangerous there. And there could be a way here again. Newport Pagnell here. They could really seal this game now. Lob the goalkeeper, and it's 7. it's such a shame too because this United team really fought hard in the first half.
Yep. That's number 14.
Number 14 there, Mo Ahmed, who won the penalty early on in the start of the second half.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're really seeing a team here in Newport Pagnell Town, particularly in the second half, who have shown why they are unbeaten. They're a very hard team to break down. They're a very hard team to beat. This young side will come again, and there will definitely be points.
Yeah, definitely.
To be won, for sure.
Yeah, we'll have to see how the season pans out and how good the team may strengthen even more in the upcoming weeks. So,
I mean, they want to try and keep the score down, I would say.
I think so.
Because I don't think the score really.
I don't think the score.
It doesn't really determine what the match has been like. I have to say, the second half, it's just since the penalty, it's just they've kind of fallen apart a little bit out there.
Yeah, I think that's really put the wind out of their sails and penalty. But
and they're starting to really rough up our players a bit now, using their senior experience. Jordan Wright's had more of a control of the game, I think, defensively, which has caused us a lot more problems. We hardly heard him say a word in the first half, which was
I think they were shocked first.
They were in shell shock first half, but in the second half, it's been very much the opposite.
I think the Newport Pagnell managers obviously had a word with them at half time to get them focused in the second half, and they've shown it.
They have.
They've shown it. Also, Newport Pagnell, I remember when we played them at home last season, they're a very strong, powerful team, and they've shown it again this season.
Well, it also has to be said that I'm pretty sure last season, with the team that we had, September of last year, we lost 3-2 at home to Newport Pagnell. Yeah. And that was a team that did have Jordan Wright in. They did have Parkinson. It was a very strong senior side.
Yeah.
And we lost to that Newport Pagnell team that I'm sure have improved even more now.
Yeah, I think that night, I think Burnside might have got a couple
of
goals, hadn't he?
Yeah, from what I remember, he did.
He was very impressive player that night as well. So
this is a team who beat Histon 4-1. But this young Biggleswade side, as the goals go fly, as the goals go in for Newport, mistakes are being made by this young Biggleswade side. It's a long second half this will be for United as they missed a chance to go 8-2 ahead, Newport Pagnell Town. We've got 15 minutes to go. It's going to be a long 15 minutes for those young players out there.
It will be. I think all they do is play for pride and can't concede any more goals.
I think it's 6.
And then,
is it 7 or 6?
They take what they've learned from tonight.
7.
It makes you think like the other teams they've played in the league this season, so far Biggleswade, not as good as Newport Pagnell.
To mention, the only team that can score twice against the team as well.
Yeah, so
it's very hard to look at those positives when you see where we were in the first half, but you still got, as you mentioned, you still got to remember it's a very young side.
Yeah.
And it was still the best 45 minutes of football we've seen all the season. It might be back to how it was in the second half, but
it's another free kick to Newport.
It's one of those where if this match was maybe at home, and that was the performance in the first half, it might not have been the same.
Maybe not with the home crowd. And
they have got back-to-back home matches as well coming up.
Yeah,
Community Sprints, 3:00 kickoff. Make sure you can get down there.
And then next Tuesday, Wellingborough Town, which is that going to be on the stream? Next Tuesday?
I'm not sure if I can make it, but I'm sure somebody else.
Oh, right.
But I'm not sure if we can actually live stream the 3:00 games anymore.
I definitely can.
I think there will be people there to stream it, but it might be the case of after the cut-off, about 5:30, we might have highlights. But if you don't want to wait, make sure you do head down to the Keach Hospice Stadium and support the lads.
Yeah. And obviously, if you live in the local area, Biggleswade, hope to see you at the game. With the team's getting better. It's worth getting down there. Any support will be much appreciated.
Absolutely. There you go. Confirmation there. Community Springs next home match. Not quite sure if we can show it live, but we might well be showing live the Wellingborough Town match next Tuesday.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we also have quite a bit after that is Long Buckby, which is not this weekend, the weekend after, 4th of September. That is a away fixture, but 2 back-to-back home fixtures.
Yeah.
It could well be good timing for us, that. I think.
Hopefully we'll get something out of them games. So.
Gilliam there just mentioned, nobody should forget where we are now. This is where we'll build from. These results tell you that Step 5 forces you to have good players, but also a good structure. We will get there, we surely will. Absolutely, yeah, I echo exactly what our chairman there, Gilliam Ballagate, does say.
I think Gilliam's spot on there.
As I mentioned, I think there's a lot to build on from this performance. It's something that I'll be talking to Christian about after the game, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I know the frustration of the moment as a manager, of course, being 2-2 at half time is, you know, from that standpoint, he would not be happy with the way that we've lost this match. But also, there'll be an understanding, as we said, that we are building. If Biggleswade United got on 15 minutes, that'll be a best result of the season. The improvements and
Biggleswade United got a free kick.
The improvements are evident, and the players' mentality is unenforceable. I can't say these words. I'm not very good.
If Biggleswade United can hold on for 15 minutes.
Yes, 15 minutes. This will be the best result of the season. The improvements are evident, and the players' mentality is invaluable. Invaluable. That's the
Invaluable.
one. I'm really sorry. I'm not very good with words.
I need my glasses.
It's hard to read the screen and follow the match, but absolutely it has been fantastic thing to build on. And he's given the free kick against Biggleswade United there. I don't really know how that was a free kick against him.
So the free kick against you for getting fouled. Yeah.
He's given a free kick against.
Yeah, free kick against him for
diving. I've never heard that in non-league.
I think he dived. Well, that's
definitely a first.
Yeah. I don't. Okay. Yeah. Well, I don't know what. Yeah, I'm trying to work out the referee. Mr. Quack. That's his name, Peter Quack. He's the referee. So there's an interesting decision.
There could well be an opening here for United.
It's Freeman and Bolo there.
Some Bolo. Get the shot on. That's heavily deflected, I think.
And it's thrown.
And it's a throw-in. I did think that was deflected.
And he's now having a chat with the captain for.
I think he's having I think he's telling him to keep the coaches down. I think that's what that was about.
Yeah.
10 minutes to go. United very much playing for pride now in this second half. They can potentially maybe get a third. They could well get caught out though. There's 3 men back though. And as what was mentioned by somebody in the chat, if Biggleswade can hold this for the last 10 to 15 minutes, then that's good. That's very good. Let's be honest, it's been a 15-20 minutes of madness in the second half, but apart from that, it's been a pretty good performance from United. The scoreline might not show that, but and they're still running here. Aaron Khan again, well saved. You have to say he's been one of United's best players out there today.
Again, you know, young Aaron's hasn't let anyone down for any game this season. He's been a credit, and I think the
first half as well, in particular, when that was 2-2, there were moments of 1-0, 2-1, where we looked on the ropes a little bit, and Aaron pulled it out the bag.
I think the youth system at Biggleswade United should be really proud of Aaron, and obviously with Callum on the bench as well. You know, 2 players. They've never let us down when they've played, and Aaron again.
You mentioned Callum. I see him about to come on.
Oh, that's a great segue.
It was. I literally just saw somebody coming on. I looked at the number, and it is Callum Elliott, who looks like he will get just under 10 minutes.
He's getting prepared to come on, which is again good. So good luck to Callum as well. But
I'd also be gutted that he didn't start today. But
yeah, I think so. But no, he's a young player.
He's a very young player. Yes.
And you
need to manage young players as well.
And nice. free kick and the ball went sort of ping pong through the stands. So, yeah. Looping ball there. Oh, there's a chance.
It could be a real chance here. Bell's gone down and he says it's a penalty to Biggleswade United. It was Mbolo that was brought down.
Menambolo, yes.
Menambolo was brought down. It looks like he wants to take the penalty as well. And it's a chance for United. As Callum Elliott looks like he's set to come on. He's not come on yet. It is Mbolo looking for his second goal of the campaign. Of course, he scored Biggleswade United's first goal in this campaign. As United look to get a bit more pride on the board here for their third goal of the game. Mbolo strikes and it's in. It's well taken by Mbolo. It's the first time this season United have scored 3 in a match. And after what has been a crushing second half, United have still pushed on. They're still fighting and they've got themselves a goal back. Fair play to Mbolo. They're winning the penalty and then slotting it home. Took the keeper the wrong way.
Certainly did. Yeah. That's nicely taken penalty by Menambolo.
As Callum Elliott now coming on.
Come on,
for
let's see the number of the players just come on.
Just trying to confirm the number. That is Callum Elliott coming on as well. Jude Narty coming off. Yeah. Another man who's had a good game.
Yeah, it's had a very good game.
Well, good first half in particular.
Yeah, he should be. Again, that one should be proud of his performance tonight. Oh, looks like Newport Pagnell got to work on there, taking the kickoffs.
6 minutes left. Yes, Newport Pagnell now look to respond. They say you're most vulnerable to concede when you've just scored. That was just wide past everybody. And looks like it must have took a deflection on the way through because it's a corner.
Yeah.
He dropped it! He dropped it! Like that! Give it back!
It's, you know, all it is taking out that 10-15 minutes of, you know, trying to cut that out the game a bit more, which does take time, of course.
Yeah.
Ooh, I think went for goal there.
Yeah. Had an interesting chat with some of the officials at Newport Pagnell at half-time. They're saying their attendances have gone up a lot this season. Usually it's average 120. It's been about 150 this season.
Oh, wow.
And I think there's been a lot more, actually, at Biggleswade United games. And I think that tells you that the support for non-league football is really increasing recently.
Absolutely, yeah. Especially with it being so long that you couldn't have supporters. Yeah. It's great to see.
Yeah, so, you know, you get supporters getting around to their first taste for United County League football.
I mean,
they enjoy it, and then they come again. And
it should be mentioned as well, wherever you are watching this from, whether you are around the Biggleswade area or anywhere around the UK or just anywhere in any other country, make sure you do support your local teams because they are the heart and soul of not just English football but any football.
Yeah,
it's, you know, they're grassroots level.
Yeah,
it's nothing like it.
Absolutely, I agree, Ryan. That's a good point there. That's a foul there against Hayden Dunn. He's again had a very good game.
I thought
tonight.
He came off.
No, he says it up.
Oh.
Number 4. I guess he'll come back on.
Must have done, yeah. Apologies for that. And
yeah, Crouch has done well since he's been on as well. I think he's been very keen.
Oh, he's looking to catch Aaron Khan out there. He had to do well there to.
Yeah, he has to go well to catch Aaron out.
It's definitely been one of his most commanding performances out there as well.
I think he's helped having
you've got to mention as well, 2 of these have been penalties as well.
Yeah, they're away again.
There could be away here. The shot wide once again. Missed another chance there, Newport Pagnell Town.
Yeah.
Thank you, Seema. Come on, guys, Biggleswade, you're all amazing. Keep your heads up. Oh yeah, we're certainly dwelling on the positives. I think out of tonight.
Absolutely, that's what we always have to do. You know?
Yeah.
I think we try to do that every stream and every time we cover a game and every match. You know, trying to build positivity around the club.
Absolutely. It's probably one of the best first half
competitive
matches I think I've ever seen. Biggleswade United in general, let alone this season. But Newport, they've showed their class in the second half, but United are still pushing. Callum Elliott now on the ball, just couldn't quite get onto his feet. Young Callum there.
Yeah, I think
Because if you are going to the match on Saturday, make sure you do pick up a match day program as well, where we do have an interview done by one of our media guys, Josh, with Callum Elliott, of course, the youngest ever goal scorer for Biggleswade United. There's also a bunch of other good stuff that you can see in that match day program as well. So make sure you do pick one up if you do go to the game on Saturday. And of course, a big thank you to Top 11 for sponsoring Biggleswade United once again. Big thank you to Keach Hospice as well, the sponsor of Biggleswade United's home ground.
they're still battling to the end.
They are still battling to the end. That's the Biggleswade United motto, never give up. Callum Elliott there looking to switch the play. Menambolo.
Oh no, it's Lawrence.
Eden. Omar caught out there.
And he's back in. There's Ampadu. Yeah, Axel had a good game. I think a bit quiet second half, but
yeah. But I think based on the first half performance that he had, I think that's quite reasonable because he covered almost every blade of grass in that first half.
Yeah.
I've never seen a performance like it from any player at any level. Here comes Axel here. Looking for Maruma.
Oh,
to play it through, and it's Cameron Omar.
Had a shot there, just scuffed it, but
I don't think he's had a bad game today.
No,
Captain
he hasn't.
Omar.
I think
one of the coaches at Biggleswade United as well.
Yeah, I think Cameron's had his probably best game of the season. I think
absolutely. I think everyone's had their best game of the season, to be honest. Yeah. And obviously, there's a lot of faces we haven't seen before.
Yeah.
Which I think over time as well. We mentioned this in the Peterborough game. The more minutes these players get together, the more they'll gel. And it looks like Christian might have found a good crop of players here. That can really compete and help them survive and get as many points as we can, as Christian mentioned in his post-match at Peterborough. It'll be about survival this season. That's what we're looking for.
Absolutely, yeah.
And we're facing the side here in Newport Pagnell who very much look like they're going to be going for the title.
It's gone wide.
It's once again another chance for Newport wide of the post.
I just wondered, just a matter of interest, have they actually scored a goal since Jim Burnside's got off?
I don't think they have, you know.
They got one, maybe, but they've certainly missed.
We are in injury time now, so we are.
Yeah. So, they've. I think it's wrapping this out. I think there's really.
They haven't conceded since that penalty. It was 7-2 from the penalty of Jim Burnside. He then came off. Yeah. We then scored our own penalty, and there hasn't been a goal since. So
really, we've won the game post Burnside going off.
Yes. Well, they've gone for the quick free kick here.
The ball's rolling there, surely. Yes.
The referee allows it, and it's well saved by Aaron Khan. I mean, that did look a little bit.
That looks.
Sometimes, I mean, if it gets given on your side, it gets given on your side. I think
exactly
half a dozen on the other, isn't it? But
obviously, I know you don't want to speak about the officials, but I think a lot of decisions have been very favourable for Newport Pagnell tonight. I think they've even got fouls when they fouled our players. So, and they also got that mysterious penalty when no one has to work out what it's for.
Well, I remember the referee did say that it was. I think it was a tug of shirt, but it did seem very, very,
very, very,
tame, if you ask me.
Yeah.
As they look like Newport Pagnell here do have a free kick as well.
Yeah. Maybe for the penalty, maybe the referee's got his own version of VAR.
Oh, it looks like a drop ball here, maybe. Isn't it a drop ball?
It's a drop ball for
somebody.
Yep. And they take.
Pretty sure you can't do that, can you?
You can't do that.
Referee blows a whistle. You can't be doing that with a drop ball. Simple rules of the game there.
You can't do that. No, so it's
So it's a free kick here to Biggleswade after all that. Yeah. As the referee, I'm sure, will be lining down for the second half. And that's the full-time whistle here. It's a game where the scoreline doesn't necessarily tell you the entire story of the match. It has ended Newport Pagnell Town 7, Biggleswade United 3. United had the best 45 minutes we have seen all season from them. It was 2-2 at half time. We took the lead twice, but it was the first opening seconds. Apologies for any bad language you might have heard there. In the opening seconds of the second half, the United gave away a penalty, and within about 15 to 20 minutes of the second half, the goals just kept flying in, didn't they? 3 or 4 goals, I think Newport Pagnell scored in the space of 15-20 minutes. After that, we held on well for the last 15-20 minutes.
Yep.
Then they got themselves another penalty, which we're not quite sure why that was given. But Burnside tucked away to make it 7-2. And then Bolo, who came on with a lot of good debutants today, but he was also one of them coming off the bench.
Yep.
And
Unlucky
converted his
Biggleswade!
penalty to make it 7-3. That's it from us. Of course, our next home game is against Coventry Sprinks. Make sure you can get down there if you can. 3 o'clock kickoff, of course. Traditional 3 o'clock game. But Biggleswade once again here have found themselves with a defeat, but there's certainly something that we can take positives from today. This Newport Pagnell team beat Histon on Saturday. That were about 2 steps higher than United. Than Newport Pagnell. And first off, we gave this lot a game. We really did. In the second half, it just seemed to be too much in the end. But we'll have our full-time thoughts with Christian on the socials. Thank you everyone for tuning into the stream. Of course, hope you enjoyed the coverage of this match. We'll be hoping to get coverage on Saturday. We're not quite sure if we can do it live yet, but we'll have that confirmed as and when we know. But that's going to be it for me. I want to thank Nick as well for his help, Ari as well for helping with the live stream, and make sure you join us next time. As it ends here, Newport Pagnell 7, Biggleswade United 3.
Well played, guys. Play well tonight. Well, an hour and again.
Well played, guys.
Well played. Well done, mate.
Yeah, well played. Well played.
Well coached, girl. Here comes Cameron.
Much better today, for sure.
This is 60 good minutes instead of 10.
Yeah, for sure.
3 set pieces, 2 penalties.
It was a 15 minutes.
Time, is that definitely everything out of there? I think
It's just rubbish.
We don't know either.
Disgusting. Positive. I think, like you said, in a few weeks' time it'll be different again.
Back-to-back home games as well.
Right, we're saying absolutely right.
He looked different class first half. He was everywhere.
The 2 centre halves.
I know. That's
2
what I
up
mean.
front as well were causing them problems.
That's 5 new players in the starting lineup again. And they're one of the best teams in the league.
Yeah. You had them shocked in the first half.
I just realised that he's blocked, isn't it, from my corner.
Yeah, that's alright.
I would have said my name this time.
Yeah.
Sister Callum last time.
Oh, yeah.
Forgot about that. So
We're still live as well.
had a little sneak interview with the
A little, I don't know if you heard that there, little interview there with Cameron Omar on the stream.
Yeah.
I actually forgot we weren't. I thought we were done, but
That's okay. I don't know if anyone's listening still.